and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Haley and we're watching Between the Pages. I'm here to give you a book review after a very long time, and that is Taming the Heart by Elliott Rose. This is the third in the Crimson Ridge series, the first being Chasing the Wild, which is my favorite, which is right there. And so we're just going to talk about it. So this is about Sage, Layla's best friend from the first book, and Bo, who is Storm's best friend, and he's the love interest of the second book. So it's all connected. So anyway, I loved them within like the first 15 pages, I think, because Bo gets so flustered around Sage. It's so adorable. Like, he becomes like a stuttering, blushing like schoolboy, and I just love that. It is mentioned that Bo is an amateur photographer, and I was like, I really hope we get a scene of them taking like naughty pictures and videos together. They don't. It's implied that Bo took some pictures and some video when they were having sexy times, and Sage didn't know about it. But that's another point. And then Bo Hartford, I love Colt. I do. Colt Wilder, he's the love interest of Chasing the Wild. I love Colt, but Bo had me in a fucking chokehold. I was so down bad for this man. I was just like, I love him. I want to protect him. His soon-to-be ex-wife is horrible, horrible human being. But yeah, Bo had me in a chokehold. I forgot how much I love Storm. I don't like Chasing the Storm, which is the second book, for reasons that you can go read on my Tumblr. I never reviewed it here just because I don't really want to. But yeah, I forgot how much I loved Storm. So I like him as like a side character and less like a main character, if that makes sense. And then so many things that Sage does, like, she's a lot like Bryony from The Wolf and the Crown of Blood, in that she brats on purpose. Like, she purposefully like doesn't do what Bo tells her. And I was like, Sage is looking to get spanked. And like, she does eventually get spanked. But I was like, girl, he's gonna bend you over his knee and beat your ass because you're not doing what he's telling you to, and you're not listening to him at all. So I was like, yeah, somebody wants to get spanked. And so at the beginning of the book, it's implied that Bo and his soon-to-be ex-wife are going to get divorced in like 2 to 3 months, and so like they sign a contract. But she's like a country music star, and she's like, well, I'm about to drop one of my newest album, and like, I don't want this to hurt my album sales. So could we maybe stay together for 1 more year? And I was like, oh no, this is gonna lead to the third act breakup, isn't it? It does, but like the one thing about Elliott Rose's endings, or like third act breakups, is that it's not usually based on like a miscommunication or, you know, the bet, which is my least favorite trope ever. It's more like a bittersweet parting of the two characters, and less of like a big explosive like blowout fight, which is why I like Elliott Rose. And Elsie Silver, she also doesn't really do like huge breakup scenes. I love that for them. But yeah, I was like, this is gonna lead to the third act breakup, and it does. So Case is starting to grow on me. Case is the kind of not really ex-boyfriend / friends with benefits from Layla's book, again, Chasing the Wild. I didn't like him in that book. He started to kind of grow on me in Braving the Storm, and this one, I was like, okay, I kind of like Case. I still don't want to read his book. I don't. I know that he falls in love with like his stepbrother. Like, that's the taboo of that book, is sibling romance. I don't want to read about Case and everything like that. I think I like him like Storm. He's a better side character than I think a main character, in my opinion, at least. And then also, I feel like I should have read Bouquets and Buckles before this one because it has the two characters from it in it, which is Lucas and Sky, I believe. And like, I know of them because I know they're the main couple of Bouquets and Buckles. So like, and we meet Lucas in Braving the Storm when Storm is doing his horse's shoes at his stable, because in this book, the Loaded Hog, which is like the main like bar and grill in Crimson Ridge, throws like a rebranding party basically that Sage organizes, and she gives everybody friendship bracelets, and Sky gives her one that says Horse Daddy and is like, hey, can you give this to Lucas? And so I cannot wait to read Bouquets and Buckles. And then Finn and his boyfriend, I think Finn is the best friend of Sky because Bouquets and Buckles is a best friend's dad trope. I don't know about Finn and his boyfriend, but they are, I don't remember what theirs is called, but she's coming out with a kind of like a duology of Bouquets and Buckles and then Finn and his boyfriend's story, and it's called like a Crimson Ridge Christmas, I think. Comes out in October, so of course I'm gonna be pre-ordering that. But yeah, I feel like I should have read Bouquets and Buckles before reading this one. So I'm curious to see how Lucas and Sky get together in that. And then also, her next series is about the Hayes brothers. There's 4 of them. There's only 2 that we've met so far. We've met Chaos and Nox. I don't know if Chaos is his actual name because Case calls him Chaos, so I don't know. Nox is the new owner of the Loaded Hog, and I love him already. Chaos is great. Like, he's like golden retriever energy. And then the third Hayes brother is like a cop. And there's a 4th one, but I don't remember if they mentioned what that one does. But yeah, her next series focuses on the Hayes brothers, and I am set. I am ready. And so my prediction for the end of this, it did end like Chasing the Wild. In Chasing the Wild, Layla is basically blackmailed by Case's baby mama. She's not actually pregnant with Case's baby or anything, but she pretends like she is. And she blackmails her and says, hey, if you don't leave and get out of here, I'm going to tell Case that you're having an affair with his father. So what happens in this one is that Beau's ex-wife blackmails Sage and is like, hey, I could ruin your career. You could ruin Beau's if it gets out that he's sleeping with you, because technically Sage is employed by Beau. So it's also a boss employee taboo also. So it did end like Chasing the Wild, and they come back together after a year, and Beau does this really over-the-top love declaration at like this book's version of PBR, basically. And so, yeah, and that's how it ends. And I love this series so much. I might read Case's book eventually, but that just does not interest me right now. But yeah, I guess I will leave you at that, and I will see you guys later.